massive socialists.
We're socialists. We don't want money. We just want comedy.
Make laughs, not war. Yeah. The only war is on the cost of laughing crisis.
I regret that.
No. Well, everyone else liked it. It was just me that didn't.
No, but the first time I thought it was like cost of laughing crisis. That was pretty good. And then every time I see it now, I'm like, oh, you fucking hack. You suck. Anyways. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Chadourne, and I am joined, as always, by someone who is neither rated, reviewed, nor subscribed to this podcast, Anna Domini.
And is therefore dead to you.
What are you doing to support this podcast if not rating and reviewing it wherever you get your podcasts? Which I'm sure that all the people within the sound of my voice right now have already done.
Yeah.
But you have not?
Well, first of all, what I have done to support this podcast is, despite the fact that I have a disease which affects my ability to talk and breathe for a long period of time, I lend you my vocal folds for several hours every time. So
I'm not asking you to say anything. I'm just asking you to type some stuff. I mostly am just using this as an opportunity to, because we never remind people to rate or review or subscribe.
I think they might have seen right through that. But also, actually, a few weekends ago, I was at a party and lots of people were asking me about the podcast. And shout out to Isaac and Paul, who told me that they listen all the time. So, yeah, they're my favorites at the moment.
Was the thing they were asking, like, do you still do that podcast? Oh, weird. Kind of thought you'd give up after that.
Well, a lot of people ask me if I still do comedy, and I say, no, but I still do charity work in the form of keeping this old man company every other week by pretending I'm into the same weird historical stuff that he is.
Whatever.
And that's how I introduce it, and then they listen out of pity.
I was hanging out this weekend with my old podcast co-host of the now defunct 6 Months Later podcast, Tara Newton Wordsworth.
You are
friend of this podcast and of us personally. and she was asking if I had been doing much stand-up, and I was like, stand-up? Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Like, it was like, oh my god, yeah, I am not performing lately.
No.
It's been bad, so I need to get back on that horse.
Well,
gotta stand back up on that horse.
Starts right now. Crack some jokes on demand.
We're purely online comedians.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Anyways, Anna, just a quick reminder, everybody, if you could just do a little bit to look. I've made several dummy accounts to give this podcast 5-star ratings.
He's actually taken out a second mortgage to make a substantial payment to a Russian bot farm.
Yeah.
Well, not Russian. We don't support Russian bot farms anymore.
Yeah, we no longer support Russian bot farms. All right.
It's all kosher. It's fine.
We got a locally sourced bot farm in Swindon.
Pick your own bots.
Yeah, but it's farm to table bots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it couldn't hurt. Please, if you want to help the podcast, please do that. Anyways, admin. I was trying to make the admin seamless and fun, but I
think you did a great job.
Yeah. Not hectoring is not what I want to do. But Anna, have you done anything saintly or had anything miraculous happen to you?
I would say I did something quite saintly earlier this week.
Is it you met an old man in a park and gave him a gift?
No comment. After my weekly appointment, I went into Summertown, and it starts off quite unsaintly because basically I went into the Costa so I could use the loo. Without buying anything. So anyway, I went to the Costa and there was a bit of a queue for the loo because one of them was broken. So I sat down in the queue because I am frail these days. Oh. So I sat down and the woman in front of me was like, can I ask you a favour? And I was like, okay. And she was like, I don't like to lock the door. Please can you make sure no one comes into the toilet? And I was like, sure, okay. So, that was quite saintly because I had to not just be scrolling on my phone / falling asleep. I had to stay alert. And as it happened, someone, because there was no one behind me in the queue at the time, but then while the lady was in the loo, unlocked, very much in danger, someone else came up and was like, oh, are you waiting? I was like, yes, someone's in there. And then that meant that I started engaging in conversation with that woman who was like, I'm really sorry, but I'm really desperate. Can I go first? By this point, I've been waiting for about 10 minutes. And I said yes, because I am very saintly.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been helping out in the community, and I think
Right.
it's an inspiring tale of how anyone can help the community, no matter the physical barriers, including your own bladder.
Right, right. You're bathroom goalie, you're spot sacrificer, like all these things.
Yeah, I hopefully haven't given myself like a UTI just for the good of others, but
I don't think
remains to
you
be
can get a UTI
seen,
just
I
from
guess.
holding it in.
You can. I'm
Can
fairly
you?
sure it's like if you hold it in for too long, you can get ill. But that might be like an old wives' tale.
No,
If you know about how to
No.
get a UTI, please write
no,
in.
it's fine. If you don't know, just go Google it. I don't know. Whatever. If you're worried about it, seek a doctor or medical professional.
Oh,
Just
what?
like,
In the state the NHS is in
All right,
today,
we'll just
you
go to
want
the
me to
NHS
phone my
website.
doctor and say, hey, I let an old lady in front of me in the queue. Am I going to die?
yeah,
Okay, I'll do
If
that
you-
straight after this.
yeah. Or is karma protecting your bladder? I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
sounds like science. How about you?
Me, what did I do? I met an invalid in the park the other day.
You can't use my own, my own saintliness against me. It's not fair.
I went, yeah, we went and hung out. You and I hung out in the park. I went all the way across town, and
That's true. You did make a very big journey for
we had a
me,
lovely
which-
day in the park, which was quite nice. And then we were wiped out. We might be sick too, because we both went home and had like a 4-hour nap.
Oh, wow.
Tavish and I went home and took a 4-hour nap. But yeah, Tavish ran around in the playground, and Anna and I had to catch up. And Anna got me some very thoughtful birthday gifts, so that was very nice. Some belated yet thoughtful birthday
So
gifts.
what I'm hearing is more it's miraculous rather than a saintly thing. Is that you witnessed me giving a good gift, which
It
is
was, yeah.
a miracle.
Your generosity extends beyond bathrooms to parks. This all sounds bad.
That sounds really dodgy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a miraculously lovely afternoon, and it was a crummy day, and then it got really bright and sunny, and it was and then it was a bit too sunny. But
Yeah, we burned your baby.
yeah, thankfully Anna remembered sunscreen because I had not, and Tavish's arms were getting real hot. He's getting hot arms, so that was it. Nothing spectacular. Oh, one biblically huge thing, which is the Oxford Comedy Festival, is now in full preparational.
Now
swing.
that was seamless. My goodness.
I'm like all the promotional stuff is now in effect, and I'm basically running around promoting the festival. So if you're in the Oxford area and you're looking for something fun to do in July, there will be 54 amazing comedy shows throughout the month from July 1st to 31st. You can find them all at oxfordcomedyfestival.com. Please feel free to look into that. It's worth your time. It's cheap tickets. We kept tickets the same price as last year. So no cost of laughing crisis. God, I hate myself for thinking that joke up. So yeah, but check out the Oxford Comedy Festival. I'm working really hard on it this year with the assistance of not Anna, but some of Anna's DNA. So
Yeah, we've just. That sounds like you've worked out how to clone me so that I.
what a worth! If I was going to clone one person in the world, it would not
Wow.
be you, Anna.
And yet here we are.
And
You've
here we are.
employed another Dominie to do your bidding.
Yeah, her Anna's sister Emily is helping out. Oh, also shout out. We wish safe travels to our researcher Kat, who I think by the time this comes out will be globetrotting all the way to Australia to perform in clubs down in Australia as part of her prize for winning student comedian of the year. Kat is not just a gifted.
Researcher, theologian.
She is also a very good stand-up comedian. She actually performs stand-up comedy, and last year she won Chortle's.
And
Student
you
Comedian of the
actually
Year.
asked her to be co-host before me, didn't you? And
Yeah, but she's but she's busy. She's going to Australia and stuff.
Yeah,
so if you're in
that's fair
if you're in Sydney, Perth, or Melbourne, I think
she's very good. You
look
should
up Catriona
definitely,
Dowden.
yeah,
and,
you should definitely go see her because
go see her.
one
yeah.
day you won't be able to afford to because
Exactly.
she's going to be a superstar.
She's also at the Oxford Comedy Festival. So if you're in Oxford, you can see her there. So
Wow, what a smooth segue.
Again.
Who else is there?
Oh, so many names upon names. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. 54. There's 54 individual names, human beings with hopes and dreams and jokes.
And backstories. Yeah.
Jokes and dreams. That's what we
Jokes
should
and
have called
dreams.
it.
That will be the tagline for next year. Hopefully the cost of laughing crisis won't be relevant anymore.
Hopes and jokes and dreams and schemes. The Oxford Comedy Festival. anyways, Anna,
Yes.
today is May 21st, 2023. Who is today's saint?
Well, we are looking ahead to Friday, the 26th of May, to the feast of Saint Phillip Neri.
Saint Phillip Neri?
Yeah, he was one of those probably lesser
Nary
saints
saint.
who has a surname. Like, you know, they're not that big. I mean, we're delivering the obscurity when they have a surname because...
Oh, wait. His name... Oh, I was like... Oh, yeah, because I was thinking you said Philip of Neri.
No.
His last name's just Neri.
Neri, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, to distinguish him, I guess, from the other St. Philipses.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the motto for today's episode is, yes, we can Neri.
What?
Canary? I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
In my head, that looked funny.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of improv, isn't it?
I don't know. Whatever. It's to make a canary-based saint joke is a rare and wonderful thing. But
And
sometimes it doesn't work out.
like a canary, you have to put yourself in danger of not being funny in order to test the waters for everyone else or the minds.
All right. So Philip Canary. Wait, what's his name?
Yes. Phillip Neri. It's
Neri.
Neri. Yeah.
Okay. And what's up
deal?
with that guy?
He was around from 1515 to 1595. So
Okay.
quite an old dude.
He
for,
squeezed
the
80
times.
years out of this old rock of...
Almost. He was born in July, but he died in May on the 26th.
Oh,
Surprisingly.
so close to his birthday.
So, yeah, 79. So annoying.
I know a lot of people know this, but a 79 is also a sexual position.
Oh,
But
God.
it's like
Go
just
on.
spooning.
Right.
79ing is just spooning. It's
Is
just
it?
nice. Yeah.
But, hang on, because you know how you can sometimes draw the 7 with like a little stick in the middle? So
Yeah.
79 is spooning, but the guy is the little spoon, and he's
Is a little
excited.
spoon, right.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
So 79ing. Guys, do more 79ing in your life. Actually, I just like that I just like the 79ing is just like nice gentle spooning.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I did read somewhere
make it
that,
dirty.
like, cuddling is good for you. Like, it generates all kinds of, like, dopamine type things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good. More 79ing.
More 79ing, guys.
I mean, it makes logistically more sense. Let's be
yeah.
honest.
So 79 someone you love today.
And
Anyways.
tell them, and as you do, whisper in their ear, this is from the Saint Misbehavin' pod.
I heard about this on a liturgical podcast.
Oh, dear.
We should go to the Oxford Comedy Festival.
Oh, man, we should have done this back in February. This would be the perfect Valentine's gift.
Man. Oh, well. All right. So, Philip, he old man when he died. But before he died, what did he do?
He was born.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what.
Starting out
what
strong.
you do. Yep, to a lawyer named Francesco Neri and a noblewoman called Lucrezia da Moschiano.
Oh, okay. So they're Italian then, right?
How did you guess? I mean,
I
my
don't know,
accent was clearly very accurate.
But you were doing an accent? Jeez.
No, I would never do such a thing. As a child, Philip's nickname was Pippo Buono. I don't know how to say that word in Italian, but it means good little Philip.
Pippo Bueno.
Yeah,
Pippo Bueno.
But yeah, it means good.
Sounds like an Italian children's program.
Yeah.
You learn the alphabet from Pippo Bueno. It's Pippo Bueno. Yay!
Because he was so cheerful, which
Right.
is a nice change. Like a lot of the saints, they're quite morbid and holy as
They
children.
are a grim bunch.
Yeah. So just for a change, Philip was a cheeky little chappy.
So just strolling along, whistling a jaunty tune.
Yeah.
Probably got a little sailor hat on.
And a bow tie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Philip's mother died when he was around 5 years old, but that didn't
Oh.
stop him smiling.
Smiling through the pain.
Yeah.
He's what the mother would have wanted.
Oh, God. He and his sisters were brought up by their grandmother. I mean, maybe she was more fun than the mum, so...
Wait, where did the dad go?
Well, dads don't do bringing up the children.
Did you not hear how dad was a lawyer? He's
Yeah.
busy.
And Philip was educated by friars at San Marco, a Dominican monastery in Florence. When he was 18, he was sent to San Germano to live with his uncle Romolo, a wealthy merchant, to assist him with his business. They're really pinging him around the extended family at this point, aren't they?
Yeah, really. It's just like the dad's like anybody who can take this kid.
Because he was cheerful, right? He probably was like a bit of a handful, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, this guy's just like he's depressed because his wife is dead. He's got
Yeah.
X number of daughters to deal with. I'm guessing 7 at least. And here comes Pip every morning like, hello, father. How are you doing this glorious morning? And he's just like, oh, fuck, I cannot take this kid anymore.
I think that's the exact situation.
Go see your uncle.
The intention was that Philip would one day inherit his uncle's wealth, as Romulo had no children.
That's our plan for Tavish. Nobody else in the family has kids, so we're like, I don't need to save anything because Tavish is the sole heir of the Taylor Chadourne fortune.
But both branches, of these two great houses, yeah. However, while in San Germano, the young man had a religious conversion experience which turned him away from worldly things.
Time to stop being happy, kid. And start being godly.
That's what the dream said. Having spent less than a year with his uncle, Philip decided to travel to Rome. Which, fair enough, if you're a young 18-year-old, I'd say Rome is a young 18-year-old. An 18-year-old young man, Rome is probably more exciting than Florence.
Right. Oh, wait, so what was the conversion experience?
Doesn't say.
Oh. Just a near-death experience, a vision, a miracle?
Maybe. Yes.
All the above.
All of the above. Tick.
A particularly good piece of focaccia bread.
Haven't we all had that?
I think we've all had glorious divine experiences with Italian food. So
Philip spent the next 2 years working as a tutor in the household of a Florentine aristocrat named Galeotto Caccia in exchange for housing in Galeotto's attic. When he was not tutoring, Philip visited the holy sites and prayed at the tombs of Peter and Paul. He went on to study philosophy and divinity under the Augustinians. He would focus on prayer and was set to weep when he set eyes on a crucifix or reflected on Christ's sufferings. So you were right, he's getting more serious.
This is a bad place to be then. Rome is kind of ground zero for crucifixes and reflecting on Christ's suffering.
You could see it everywhere.
Just everywhere you go. You're just walking down the street and somebody's wearing a crucifix and you're just like, it's so beautiful.
Well, yes.
Jesus. Are you okay, sir? Please just turn away.
I like to think he had maybe some kind of allergy to wood. It was just that's why he would weep. It would just irritate his eyes.
It's more just the high pollen count in Rome.
In Rome? Okay.
Or maybe at the time it was a lot of city pollution, coal fires, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Just irritating his eyes. If that guy got a couple of eye drops, he would have just given up the church altogether. He's like, oh, my eyes are better. Oh, it turned out it was this thing.
He eventually gave up his studies after 3 years, after he was moved to dedicate himself to prayer while staring at a crucifix.
Through tears.
Yeah, of course.
It implies that he's not studying divinity, he's just kind of staring at the crucifix being like, something's gonna happen.
As a theology graduate, I can say there's not much difference.
Yeah. All right, so he decides to put down the crucifix and actually start studying?
Yes. Well, no.
No.
No, he dedicated himself to prayer, not study. He, in fact, sold his books and gave the money to...
Goodwill. No.
The poor, yeah.
Oxfam. No, the poor.
The poor, yeah. The Oxfam of his time, for sure. Philip spent the next 13 years as a layperson, but remained engaged in the mission of the church. He began ministering to the poor and sick of the city, earning him the title Apostle of Rome.
Oh.
He was known for ministering to Rome's sex workers, which sounds suspicious. What are you doing in this brothel? These sex workers needed to hear the word of God.
I know it looks suspicious that I'm in this brothel and down on my knees, but...
We are praying.
In my defense, I am eating this lady's ass.
I'm giving her a divine experience, let me tell you.
Whatever, good for him.
Yeah, it's very Jesus-like.
Yeah, but he was probably just annoying them all the time. It's like, have you thought about turning away from sin? It's like, oh, have I thought about turning away from sin? Let me think. It's more that I keep thinking about eating every day.
Yeah.
That is the reason that I keep doing sex work. Do you see how this works, Philip?
Well, as someone who'd come from wealth and given all his money away to the poor, he probably wasn't selling it as a good lifestyle alternative.
Yeah.
So in 1538, Philip also began taking part in missionary work himself. He lived
with
an ascetic life.
Missionary work, you know what I'm saying?
A
little doggy style work too.
Was he doing lots of 79s?
So many 79ings.
He lived an ascetic life, which, okay, this is the definition in Italy of an ascetic life. Eating only bread with olives, herbs or apples, drinking only water, and sleeping on the floor. So
and 1 bottle of wine a day, and that is it.
unlimited olive oil.
Yeah.
You know, just you have to, because it comes out the taps. It's good for your health.
Yeah.
Really taking this fasting very seriously, but
Pasta
also
with white sauce only.
you're in Rome. It would be literally offensive to have a plainer diet than that.
Mm-hmm.
According to legend, his body sometimes lifted from the ground and shone with a bright light while he prayed.
What?
So,
Wait, so he would just be praying and then he just levitating and glowing and...
Yeah.
All right. Not that he was just like tripping a lot and they'd be like, oh, look like he was floating there for a minute.
Maybe. Around 1544, in the lead up to Pentecost, Philip was praying in a catacomb. Suddenly, a ring of fire descended and entered his mouth to settle in his heart. When you hear that, you know that there's about to be...
Burning ring of fire.
Yeah.
Wait, so
sounds like heartburn, doesn't it?
Yeah. Wait, so he was in the catacombs and he was suddenly surrounded by fire.
Yes.
Bad place to be in fire. In the catacombs.
Not a lot of ventilation.
Yeah, like feels like limited exits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels like a bad place to be around a fire.
Well, it settled in his heart, so sounds like it didn't spread into like a big conflagration. But
that seems like that seems even worse. It's like I thought this bad when the fire was on the outside. Yikes.
Yeah, but the inside is wet, isn't it? So that would help.
Yeah. Your inside is wet. That's what we learned on that NHS website when we were Googling around.
The flame filled Philip with a love for God so intense that he collapsed on the floor. Again, it doesn't sound like that's love for God. It sounds like he's being consumed by the fire.
It does not feel like the love is reciprocal. It's just like, you know how much I love you, Philip? Here's a seizure.
Classic God. Anyway.
I think the problem is that God interacts with humans without any understanding of how humans work. It's just like, they seem to like sleeping a lot. Maybe I just knock this guy down.
He wants to be horizontal.
They're always making fires. Wouldn't it be great if he had a fire inside of him? Wouldn't that be? That's what, hey, I'm helping you out. Oh God, he's combusting.
It always goes so wrong for God. The love became so intense that Philip collapsed on the floor and cried, "Enough, Lord, I can bear it no more." Again, it sounds like it's the fire, not the love, that's really causing this burning sensation. But...
Right. Please stop loving me.
Yeah. I can't take it anymore.
Oh.
Once the sensation had passed, Philip noticed a swelling on his chest over his heart.
That's not healthy.
It's the love tumor.
Oh, yeah. Just end like Alien. It'd be great if a tiny Jesus just bursts out of his chest.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's me, your Jesus.
After this experience, Philip's heart was said to visibly palpitate when he prayed or engaged in holy conversation.
Jesus.
I'm
so
just imagining, I'm fairly sure that's from like Tom and Jerry or some cartoon where like your heart like, throbs out of your chest.
Yeah, it's classic.
In a love heart shaped, yeah.
Like God's like, I love this guy so much I'm going to remove his rib cage so everybody can see his heart.
Pretty much. Well, it's interesting you should say that, and you'll find out why later. But I don't want to skip ahead.
So people could see his heart. God, seeing somebody's heart, I would not be none of that. Do you think he was like showing that off? He's like, look how much I love God. You can see my heart beating. People would be like, whoa, put your shirt back on, buddy. Oh my God.
Maybe he just had like a particularly strong pulse. Sometimes you can see people's like heartbeat in their neck.
Yeah, but that's never healthy. That's usually when they're like, that means their heart is pumping so intensely you can see it through their skin, like through like throbbing veins or whatever. That usually means they've been like either running a marathon or from a bear or like they're intensely mad. Like none of that's healthy.
Well, it's not healthy, I guess, for over a long period of time. But hey, this guy lived till 79.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So maybe you should try it. Maybe you should try exercising now and again.
Oh, he's so...
He was also said to have mystical experiences when he received Holy Communion, meaning that it often took him 2 hours to say Mass.
Oh, man. Wait a minute, so he was leading Mass?
I guess so. But also... Because, like, when you bless it, you have the first one, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so. So
be like, oh my God, this is so good.
Guys, I just want to savor this blood of Christ or this body of Christ right now.
Well, especially because the blood of Christ being wine, you got to sniff it deeply and swirl it around the glass, check if it's got legs, like, especially again in Italy, be good wine. you'd hope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So.
probably very nice wine. So really want to savor it. But then then you're just holding up all the mass. Like everybody's like, I was really hoping to have a short mass today. I have a lot to get to this afternoon.
Well, who's more important than God, really?
Who is?
Who is? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know. Who is?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if when you say you've got somewhere to be, where is it? Because everyone in town is right here in Mass.
But isn't God everywhere? So it doesn't matter where I am.
Well, then why even come in the first place?
Good point.
I don't know what we've achieved here. Towards the end of his life, he would say Mass privately in a domestic chapel for this reason.
No, but towards the end of his life, he was asked to do Mass privately in a domestic chapel. It's like, we're just
especially
with
with like
on your own.
It's one thing when you're younger and you got lots of energy, but by the end, but not to stereotype about the elderly, but like, by the end it was just there was a lot of like repetition and rambling and forgetfulness and mixed in.
He fell asleep in the middle. Yeah, It's...
After the mystical experience of his heart, Philip threw himself into preaching.
Mm-hmm.
He was known for his wit.
Shouldn't throw himself anywhere. He seems to have very little protection.
Very high blood pressure.
Yeah, he should really take it easy.
Don't worry, it was metaphorical because he threw himself into preaching. He was known for his wit and sense of humour, believing a cheerful temperament to be more Christian than a melancholy one.
Hey, it's the return of Pipi Bueno! Yay! Pipi Bueno, Pipi Bueno, Pipi Bueno!
Well, he would say, a joyful heart is more easily made perfect than a downcast one.
Yeah.
Can you do that in the Pipi Bueno accent?
He's a perfect heart. Wait, what is it? He's a joyful heart. He's better than a sad one. Oh, he's a big, happy heart, happy heart, happy heart.
Oh my god.
Pipi Bueno's here to make everyone's heart happy. He's the summer candy. It's a Pipi Bueno.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so he's got a cheerful heart.
Believes that that's the way to get people,
It does. I mean, he is making a better case than most of the saints.
Yeah.
We're just like, you want to come and hang out with me and like wear an itchy shirt and like starve yourself and beat yourself and be miserable and live in a dirt hole.
Maybe that's why his approach to fasting was like, no, I must have the olives. Like, because otherwise his heart would also be downcast. Like, I've got to set an example.
Only 2 courses for me, please. I'm a fasting.
I am a man of God. Sorry. that was more like Dracula. I don't know what happened there.
It's me, Saint Dracula. I do love that communion.
He does love drinking blood, famously.
I love this. Wait a minute, there's a whole religion around drinking blood. Oh, this is the perfect faith for Dracula.
Apart from all the crosses, of course.
Oh, this is a real deal breaker for Dracula.
Oh my god.
I don't know where to stand on this religion. It's got everything I love and everything I hate. Oh, this is a difficult day for Dracula. I don't know this voice. Like the voice is just going and going.
This is so far away from what we were talking about now. It's amazing.
I didn't even know what we were talking about. So what were we talking about?
A saint of some kind? Appropriately, Philip is often called the humorous saint because he often laughed at himself.
Just like us.
Yeah, he probably had a podcast.
Yeah.
He would wear his clothes inside out for a joke.
Oh, look at me with my walking clothes and inside out.
Which, when it's a hair shirt, does it even make a difference? It's just itchy either way.
Somehow it's itchier on the outside.
Well, I mean, I guess that would make sense. If you're wearing a hair shirt, you want people to itch when they hug you as well. So...
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm inflicting God on you.
Yeah. Gotta be a two-way asceticism comment.
You can't enjoy that hug too much.
He would joke about with the cardinals and was once said to have arrived at the house of a parishioner with half of his beard shaved off.
Okay.
I'm guessing, like, vertically, not...
Yeah.
Not just, like, he'd had his beard trimmed.
Did you do that thing where it was like the other half had makeup on it, so it was like this side is a man and this side is a woman?
Yeah, he was teaching about Jesus and Mary Magdalene, so he was doing like a turn it to the one side to do one voice kind of situation.
It's me, Father Philip, and me, Sister Philippa.
1548, along with his confessor, Philip founded the Confraternity of the Holy Trinity. The group would meet to pray, share the Eucharist, and discuss holy matters. letters.
So he's got his own little improv troupe.
In 1551, Philip's confessor encouraged him to become a priest. Once he'd been ordained, Philip acted as confessor to so many that he soon found himself spending most of the day in the confessional. Again, I feel like that wasn't necessarily the volume of people who were coming to confess to him. More like they'd be like, "Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned," and he'd be like, "Oh well, let me tell you about that time," and just kind of
he's doing bits and
laughing at his own jokes.
Well, yeah, so he's trying to make jokes and stuff, and just like I just kind of want to pop in and confess a few things I did over the weekend. I didn't need like an hour of your material.
Maybe that's the only way. The only way you can truly gain forgiveness is by sitting through an hour of improv.
Maybe it was actually like the best ticket in town. You're like, oh, you should go confess. It's actually really funny. He's like, you can talk to Philip. Oh, he had this crazy bit about the Eucharist, and I was like, yeah, he's saying what we're all thinking.
It's cheap entertainment.
Or he's saying what we're all praying. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? So it's like if you're poor, you can go to confession and get a little entertainment there too.
Yeah, if you do confession and communion, it's like dinner and a show.
Yeah.
According to legend, he had many gifts that suited him to this role. He was able to read souls, identify unconfessed sins.
I'm sorry, wait. Read souls. How? What is this? You say this like it's like, oh, so he could read souls, as we all know.
I guess like a medium kind of, you know.
They could do auras then.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, you got some bad vibrations here going on, man.
Yeah.
I see.
By the end, it'd be like, oh, your soul is looking much healthier now.
Yeah, have some crystals and get this all straightened out.
I think it was probably more based on like if you laughed at his jokes.
Yeah.
He would also identify unconfessed sins. So he was very intuitive, I guess.
So you'd be done with it, and that's all I have to confess, and he'd be like,
are you sure?
I'm sensing maybe I got a little bit of read on your soul here. I'm thinking maybe there's some other things you want to tell me about.
He was like the Derren Brown of his time, and he would speak words of divine love which came from the heart of Christ.
Oh, nice.
Always a good quality to have as a priest.
Whatever. I don't know. That doesn't mean it's nonsense, but whatever. Okay.
Oh, now you're saying things are nonsense?
It's nice. It's some nice things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd say nice things to people and be nice?
Sure.
Is that
Saintly.
what we're saying? Yeah. Okay.
Less than a year after becoming a priest, Philip began gathering young companions to meet in his room to pray and converse, based at the hospital of San Girolamo della Carita.
So wait, he'd lure these kids to a hospital and...
I'm going to say it's more like, like a youth club.
Okay.
Again, just another audience, I guess.
Right, okay. So he's doing all ages comedy. It's great.
Yeah. Child-friendly shows.
I swear too much.
Yeah. Whereas, because he's so holy, every time Philip is about to say a bad word, like, just a bit of spaghetti flops out of his mouth. That's why they love him.
It's a classic bit, that spaghetti falling out of the mouth bit.
And
if you go to Italy, it's like they still do it to this day, and it's always funny. It's never not funny. It's just like it's one of those things.
You can't
like,
not laugh when you see a bit of spaghetti flopping out of a priest's mouth.
Yeah, it's like, you see somebody get hit with a pie, or like... I realized the other day I was watching a movie and somebody did that thing where they release a bird, but instead of flying, the bird just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, every time. It's funny every goddamn time.
Or, you go to sniff a flower and it squirts water in your face.
See, some things are just universal. You're
Absolutely
just like,
classic.
I could see this 100 times, and every time it's just going to be really funny.
So at this youth club, is what I'm calling it, they would read about the saints, eat together, sing songs, walk, and pray together. Over time...
It's a fun afternoon.
Yeah. So over time, Philip's followers grew in number, and he built an oratory to accommodate their meetings.
Oh, nice.
So classic saint stuff, really, of
some
just
like construction,
expanding your real estate empire. Yeah.
Right.
In 1564, Philip was called away from the oratory to oversee the newly built church of San Giovanni dei Fiorentini, built by the Florentines.
Okay.
Pope Pius IV allowed him to do so while remaining in charge of the oratory. So,
all right, guys, I'm going on a short vacation, but I'm still in charge.
Yeah.
Nobody sit in my chair while I'm gone.
Yeah.
The Pope says, oh, you can just take it up. Oh, the Pope's right over there. You gonna go talk to him? It's right down the street.
The benefit of being in Rome, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like good access to the saint, to the Pope.
It's like the papal pet.
The what?
Like a teacher's pet, but like the papal pet.
I see. Yeah.
Anyways, forget
I
it.
mean, when you need to explain the joke.
So you went to Florence.
Yeah, to oversee this newly built.
His hometown, right?
Yes, well done. Well remembered. So after 10 years, the Florentines built an oratory next to San Giovanni so that they would not have to travel back and forth between San Giovanni and the oratory, and the headquarters were moved there for convenience. So I guess he was like juggling two jobs at this point. So
he's got it all consolidated now. It's all on the same block.
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
But after a while, it became clear that a new church was needed, and the small parish church of Santa Maria in Vallicella was selected. The building itself was pulled down, and a new, larger church built on the site.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we need a bigger church.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Because it's a small parish, right, with a small parish church. They probably reacted the way that people react these days to, like, property developers and gentrification and stuff. It was like, this is a small parish no more.
Yeah. You know, I think about Notre Dame, because where Notre Dame is in Paris was a site of a different church at a different time. Like, it's been multiple churches there. And the current structure that is Notre Dame has existed since, like, the 16th century or something like that. No, probably older than that.
Right.
Anyways. And then it burned down the other day.
The other day?
Or like 3 years
well,
ago.
Matthew happened to be in Paris. Very suspicious.
I was a week away from going to Paris, is what it was.
Sure, so you got an alibi.
Actually, we were going to go, I forget if I told this on the podcast, my parents had come to the UK and we were taking them to Paris, and they'd never been to Paris. And it was like a week before they got here. Notre Dame, one of the biggest sites in Paris, just burned right down. So it's like, well, so much for that one trip to Paris.
It's almost like it happened just to spite your parents.
It did feel personal, right? Anyways, my point is that they've been preserving this church for 1,000 years, but then it burnt down, and they're rebuilding it. But it's just like, just build a new church, you know? Because it's like, so like the preservation of buildings, like there are certain places where there's been buildings built upon other buildings, and it's just like, at what point do you stop and preserve that building? Do you deem that building is so important that we need to freeze time there? When it's an interesting concept about preservation that I don't know, that I'm sure that conservation
like, what's the criteria for, well, it's burned down now, let's just let it be ruins kind of thing?
Yeah, or just like, all right, well, I guess new church then? Like, put that one up for 1,000 years, whatever. See what...
A lot of people don't feel like modern architecture is, like, worthy to be up for 1,000 years.
But I'm sure 1,000 years ago, people were like, this neo-Gothic bullshit? Or whatever, this,
Good
like...
point, yeah.
No, it wasn't neo-Gothic. It was like, this Gothic bullshit, we're going to put this up? Like, this is terrible. I hate this. Nobody's going to want to see this in 1,000 years.
Yeah, how wrong they were.
But I don't know. I just like, it's just, yeah, like why does that get decided? And so anyways, that's just the whole thing. It's just like, you know, you tear down the old church and you build a new church and everybody's upset about the new church. But a few hundred years later, everybody's like, if you try to get rid of that church, then it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you draw the line between preservation? And I imagine that scholars who study this kind of stuff think about this all the time. But it's just
sure
idle thoughts to me. But people make a whole career out of this, and here I am just like, I don't know. I'm just like, burn it all down.
Sure.
Just like God sorted out, you know. Anyways, so this is an aside, but I think about
very much so.
I think about that with I think about Notre Dame a bunch, and I'm like,
okay, well, anyways. I'm glad I opened up that can of worms for you.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Well, it's just like there's so much stuff in this city that is like a millennia old.
Yeah.
That is just like, we could update this. There's no reason to keep these things.
I don't know. I would say that like most of the old buildings are quite nice here.
I don't know. Unless you have to like work or live in them.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, good for the tourists.
Yeah, it's good if you're a tourist and you're visiting and you're like, oh, what a fun building, whatever. Anyways, enough about me.
But, you know, there's lots of other things to do in Oxford, I guess, apart from the old buildings, like watching comedy. So...
Really? Where could I go see comedy? I'm free this summer. I have nothing to do in July.
Well, you'd be the perfect audience for the Oxford Comedy Festival. And did you know, for the price of just £70, you can see all of the shows.
£70? That's a bargain at twice the price.
Yes, which is good because it will go up in price and it's not the early bird price.
That surely sounds like a limited time offer that would expire by the end of the month.
It sure is. Is it the end of the month?
Yeah.
I see.
Anyways.
So you've got, by the time this goes out, you've got 8 days.
10 days.
To get your full festival pass.
It's like The Ring. but
Sure.
for getting festival passes. And it's 10 days and not 7 days. You know what? It's not like the ring at all. Don't think about it that way.
Yeah, I think that might put people off.
Anyways, he built a new church.
Yep. Wow, that was a long time ago that we were talking about that. And he now had the Pope's permission to formally found the Congregation of the Oratory. I guess, like, when you acquire the property, the permission comes to. Members would preach sermons in different churches each evening, which was a new idea at the time.
Which part?
I don't quite understand that sentence. But
Preaching each evening or preaching different sermons? Or would it just be like the same sermon every night?
that's it. I think it's like repeating a sermon on, like, there may have been like a little church circuit of where
Right.
you go to each one on a different night of the week.
See, this is like an improv, like different show every night.
Yeah. It's like, it's different every time, but also the same.
Can I get a suggestion from the audience for a mortal sin? I'm hearing adultery from the back and a location.
And an occupation. Okay, so we've got a fisherman who's doing adultery in the bakery. Let's
All
go.
right, here we go.
In 1587, Philip was nominated as Superior for Life of the Society, but he had no desire for power.
Yeah, that's my goal, is to be nominated for Superior for Life. I'm not sure who would do that nominating.
I'm sure lots of people see you as superior in certain aspects of your life.
Sounds like you're qualifying this, and I just want to be just like blanket superior.
Right, no subcategories of superiority
yeah.
for you. Okay, fair enough. Since he had no desire for power, he decreed that all of the congregations formed according to his model should be autonomously governed.
We're all superior.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You don't know what superior means?
Some are more superior than others. Later on in 1622, this regulation was confirmed by Pope Gregory XV. So Philip generally avoided involvement in politics. As we said, he's not interested in power.
Right.
However, between 1593 and 1595, he persuaded Pope Clement VIII to revoke the excommunication and anathema of Henry IV of France. Henry had been excommunicated a decade earlier by Pope Sixtus V, which is probably my favourite.
He's the best. We should do a Sixtus V episode, just because we
Right,
just love
even
his
if he's
name
not
so
a saint.
much. He's
just,
not a saint, but we should just...
He does crop up, and he has the best name.
He's got the funniest Pope name.
So, Henry had been excommunicated a decade earlier by Pope Sixtus V in 1584 due to his Protestant faith. It's a bit of a problem if you are king of a Catholic country, I guess, and are not a Catholic.
And you're Protestant, yeah.
Yeah. In 1593, the king renounced Calvinist Protestantism and converted back to Catholicism, supposedly declaring, "Paris is well worth a mass." Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paris, it's worth a mass.
So Philip argued that if Pope Clement refused to accept Henry, that would lead him to waver in his Catholicism and reignite the civil war in France. A member of the oratory, Caesar Baronius, was the Pope's confessor, and Philip directed him to refuse the Pope absolution and threatened to resign his position as confessor unless the Pope agreed to withdraw the anathema on Henry.
So they're teaming up on the Pope.
Pulling some strings, yeah. Bit of blackmail.
So he's like, hey, this guy came back to Catholicism, so we should forgive him.
Yeah.
For
And
being
if we
not
don't...
Catholic.
I think he was worried that if he didn't, there would be civil war.
Right.
So it's like a utilitarianism thing. You're like really mean to this one guy to save lots of guys.
Are you mean to this guy? No, you're nice to this guy.
Threatening him.
Oh, the Pope.
The Pope, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the Pope should know, like, it's, I don't know, it's just like, yeah, people convert. Like, shouldn't you be in favor of people converting to your religion? Like, why would you still hold a grudge?
Well, I guess he insulted them so badly.
It implies that, like, everybody who converts to Catholicism, it's like the Pope's just a little angry at you for not being Catholic for your whole life.
Yeah, I don't know the philosophical consistency of that one, but there we go.
Anyways.
The plan succeeded years later, and when he learned of the details, Henry IV expressed gratitude for Philip's intervention. So, unlike some saints who, made best pals with kings so they could get all the land for building their churches, I guess he didn't blow his own trumpet too much on that one.
Yeah, he's just helping out kings just to help out a king, you know?
Yeah, just, good karma.
He's doing nice things. Doesn't need credit. Just happy that it's happening.
Kings need help just as much as the poor do.
Isn't it true? Maybe more so, really, when you think about it.
Which is why, spending hundreds of millions of public money on a coronation is definitely the right thing to do.
You're going to be angry about that till you die, aren't you?
Yes, because I won't be having a state funeral.
It's not too late. You might still get a state funeral. I don't know.
A lot of people would have to die before me in order for me to get a state funeral.
Lots of people get state funerals. You could do something important and people be like, the state owes you a funeral.
Well, I like that you believe in me that much. Thank you.
I do.
Philip died in 1595 on the day of the feast of Corpus Christi.
In Texas?
Sure. He spent the day hearing confessions and receiving visitors, but fell ill around midnight. When he began hemorrhaging...
Yeah, I mean, hemorrhaging makes a lot of sense considering that his heart seemed to be exposed.
It was a fitting way for him to go.
It turns out he bumped into a wall and bled to death.
Oh my God. When he began hemorrhaging, Baronius read the commendatory prayers over him. And though he was no longer able to speak, Philip blessed his followers with the sign of the cross just before he died.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Which, presumably, he did the sign of the cross, then saw the sign that he'd made and started crying. And that's what made him take his last breath.
I think he's still doing that. He never got over that.
So it's a very emotional shape, okay?
It's very, like, you're blessing other people as you're dying. Feels like, I'm dying. Let me just focus on me for a second.
Well, it's pretty saintly then, isn't it?
I guess
Thinking
it is.
of others' souls.
Very selfless. I mean, I guess if you can bless some people going out the door, 'cause you're getting your last rites anyway.
Because you're, like, closer to heaven at that point.
Yeah.
Pull people along with you kind of thing.
So he got a couple blessings out under the wire, and then he dies.
Last minute blessings.
At the age of 79. The cuddliest number there is.
Indeed. So yeah, that was his life.
Did he have any miracles?
He was said to have resurrected a 14-year-old boy named Paolo, the son of his friend, Prince Fabrizio Massimo. Just doing favours for kings.
I know, it's funny how princes get their kids resurrected. I mean, like, I'm not against...
Well, yeah, because their kids are important.
Yeah, I mean, I guess...
Which actually, you know, in an economy where there are limited resources, if anything, if you're going to resurrect anyone, you should resurrect people who don't use as many resources. Whereas, like, sons of princes are going to be pretty resource intensive, you know? All their silks and carriages and stuff.
You mean they're going to be job creators? All those silk merchants and
I didn't think about it like that. That is a good point.
Carriage makers and silk merchants and all that, you know.
Yeah, that's true. And think of the tourism.
I know, right? But yeah, I mean, it's not the kid's fault that he died, and he's the son of a prince.
And that his dad's a prince.
But again, I'm not hearing any miracles. And he also resurrected a bunch of poor kids. Did those not make the cut?
Well, I mean, maybe he did, but we don't know about it because no one cared about them.
Yeah, he resurrected them, but like they died a week later from stubbed toe.
From a new disease. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, one of them cut themselves on a knife and their arm fell off and they died. I don't know. Like, you can only do so much to bail out a sinking boat.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I guess like. Well, maybe that's the argument for resurrecting rich people, is that, like, if you resurrect poor people, then you're just prolonging their suffering.
It's like...
Maybe that's
he was like,
logic.
let me resurrect you. No. It's
Please.
Fine. No, just let it go. It's fine. It's fine. No. It's just, actually, he's going to heaven, and it's one less mouth to feed. So really, if you could just not resurrect my kid, that'd be really awesome.
Oh, my God.
I got like 20 kids. So, he's in a better place now because we live in squalor.
That's fair. Yeah, Philip had been sent for when it became clear that the boy was about to die, but he was in the middle of celebrating mass and arrived too late. Sorry, tragic, but also because we know that Philip took 2 hours to say mass.
Just up there savoring his communion waiver. Just like,
Please, someone tell Philip, a kid is dying. Yeah, but this wine, man.
This is the thing. It's a process. I'm not going to be rushed by you or by anybody.
It would be sacrilegious not to give this wine the full attention it deserves.
Yeah, what a weirdo. Anyways.
Yeah, he arrived too late, so the boy was already dead. He sprinkled holy water on the boy, breathed on his face, called his name twice, and brought him back to life.
Shook him, just like, Paolo!
Breathed on him as well with his old man breath.
Yeah.
that would wake the dead.
Oh, you got communion breath.
Oh, yeah. But hang on, so this miracle wouldn't have been a resurrection miracle if he'd just been better at keeping time.
Basically, yeah.
A totally unnecessary miracle.
It's like if he just got there on time.
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe if he was more punctual, he would never have been a saint.
I don't know. Maybe it's like miracles are like it has to get worse before it can get better. So it's like if he's not dead, you can't. Like if he's sick, I can't do anything. But if he's dead,
yeah. He has no medical training. He only has resurrection powers.
Yeah.
So you have to let them die first.
Oh, is he dead? Oh, he's just sick.
Can we wait a while?
I'll check in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's not rush it. We'll take our time getting there, okay? Don't worry about
Well,
it.
I mean, I've got a mass to enjoy, so that'll be fine. After Paolo had said his confession and Philip offered him absolution, the saint asked the boy if he was willing to die now.
Wait, what?
Paolo replied...
What? Wait, what? No, no. I'm 14.
That was the only reason he was resurrected, was so that he could say his confession, so that he didn't go to hell, I guess.
He's 14. He shouldn't go to hell. I don't know. Whatever.
Well,
anyway, like, I just love this idea. It's just like this really intense priest just leaning in. No, are you ready to die? I brought you back from the brink.
Yeah.
Your life exists in my hands. I control you.
Paolo replied that he wanted to see his mother and sister in paradise. Okay, I'm starting to feel more sorry for Paolo now. His mum was... mum and sister were dead. So Philip said, "Go and be blessed and pray to God for me." And at that moment, Paolo died peacefully in his arms. So, not a very long-lasting miracle.
Yeah.
Basically, Philip briefly resuscitated someone.
Yeah, he rallied. And then he died anyways.
Yeah. If anything, he just prolonged this guy's death.
Yeah.
But we're filing that under miracle.
You know what's cool is dying twice. You think dying the first time was scary? Hey, here it comes again.
Well, they say that the scariest thing is the not knowing, right? So if you die twice, maybe it's less bad the second time.
Maybe? I don't know.
Because you've been through it already.
Yeah, you've been
familiar. So yeah, that and the levitating, I guess, during prayer.
Levitating and glowing.
Yeah, for sure. And his heart thing.
Being like one of those anatomical visible people where you can see their heart on the inside.
So yeah, that's it for miracles.
I'm not, I don't know, whatever, fine, whatever.
You're not convinced?
I mean, he's just a nice guy, I guess, generally, but... Sure,
particularly if you happen to be of royal lineage.
I mean, as with all things, it helps to be rich and royal, right? Mm-hmm. What about relics?
So he was buried in the Chiesa Nuova in Rome, which stands on the site of Santa Maria in Vallicella, which was the church given to Philip in 1575.
So they replaced that church again?
Yeah, but his bones are there. His body was examined after his death, and it was found that he had 2 broken ribs.
What?
Which his followers attributed to the miraculous expansion of his heart when he had his mystical experience. So you called it.
Wait, but how did he break his ribs?
When his heart popped out of his chest.
So wait, your contention is that his heart expanded to the point where it broke its ribs, not that his ribs broke and therefore you could see his heart.
I don't really fully comprehend the difference.
You're saying that his heart expanding due to God's love shattered his ribs.
Yeah.
And much like...
And you're saying actually he just broke his ribs because of the fire and then you could see his heart.
Yeah, he tripped in the catacombs and broke his ribs.
There are a lot of big stones lying around in there, to be fair.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I don't know. It was just tripped on a skull laying around there, right? He fell in the dark. He probably knocked his head and he's like, I saw a fire. And now my heart does this cool thing. I assume it's from God. It's extremely painful. And unsettling to look at, but I assume this proves that God loves me?
But it must be holy. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So Pope Benedict the 14th believed that Philip's enlarged heart was caused by an aneurysm. Some theories about his...
Wait, was that the last Benedict? Or the last Benedict was 16, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Old Hitler Youth Pope.
He's dead now, right?
No, didn't he just retire? Or
Didn't
no, he did die. Yeah, no, he did.
He did just die, yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
We should be on top of this news stuff.
Yeah, his relics are in Rome. That's the main takeaway from that bit.
So they threw his bones in the church.
It's a fitting place for them to be.
He seemed to really like that place, and he built all the stuff that he wanted to go to, in that same spot. So he's like, this is where I want to spend eternity.
You would guess that would be his favorite place to be. I guess the interesting thing about that is that he potentially has more relics than other saints, because by his ribs breaking, then they would have
double
broken
the relics
into more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but they're all in the same spot.
Collect.
There's not really they're not really spreading them around like a lot.
Well,
of
no, that's
saints
true. That's
get
true.
spread all around Europe.
That's true. So if anything, Like, the easier a relic is to find and the more common it is, presumably the less valuable it is. So maybe that's why, like, they've never been disturbed.
Yeah, they're
People
relics.
just
They're not
aren't
Pokemon
interested.
cards.
I mean, you're an economist. I thought you would know about scarcity.
I mean, there does seem to be a greater supply and demand, like a greater demand, anyways, than I was expecting for dead people's bones.
Yeah.
That said, I don't know that there's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the real resale value is on those. Really. Let's to eBay. Let's see what's going on for Saints bones on eBay.
I bet we could.
I feel like there's probably a rule, and I've never tested this or looked into it, and I hope I never do.
That you're not allowed to sell any
Human
kind
remains.
of human remains?
Yeah, on eBay.
Oh, yeah, maybe for saint. Like, if they're historical, then they don't count, maybe.
I don't know. I think eBay's probably made a blanket no human remains.
Well, let's move on.
All right.
I think it's time for you to guess Philip's patronages.
Oh, is he the patron saint of 79ing?
Of course, but that's not something that the Catholic Church recognizes.
I would think the Catholic Church would be into 79ing, you know? I don't know. What's sinful about that? No.
I guess it's quite chaste, yeah.
Yeah. Is he the patron saint of jauntiness? Jaunty youth?
He is a patron of laughter and joy,
Oh.
so pretty jaunty.
Yeah, that's pretty jaunty. I think jauntiness falls under laughter and joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say you're close enough.
Olive-based diets? Maybe olive and bread-based diets.
You could definitely see him, like, if he were around now, he'd be writing, like, a lifestyle recipe book on the olive diet, for sure.
It's just one fistful of olives for breakfast.
Oh, God. I hate olives.
I do, too. I don't get it. I really don't.
I do like their juice. Oil.
The olive oil's fine, but yeah, regular olives are...
Yeah, disgusting.
I once had some olives that I liked. Actually, it was the day I got married to Alice. I guess I was so happy. I even enjoyed eating olives.
The taste of love.
Because Alice is like, these are the same ones we had on the day we got married.
Right.
And I was like, oh, cool, because we'll have them other place. And I'll be like, I don't like this.
Oh, no. So it was just the context.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, I've never met an olive I like.
Is he the patron saint of having a big heart? Guys with big hearts? Big hearts?
It's weird. He's not. And, like, a lot of the time saints are patrons of specific diseases.
Right.
But having a weird throbby heart is not one of his patronages.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Just
Or even
general
against
throbbiness.
having a weird throbby heart. Or any kind of throbbing.
Yeah. Or spontaneous human combustion. Because he's caught on fire.
No.
I guess he didn't combust.
Not
He
on my
was-
list.
Yeah. Is he the patron saint of comedians?
He is.
Hey.
Well done.
What? Good old Pippi Bueno.
Yeah. Represent.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Good to know.
Also artists and writers. So similar.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
category.
yeah, I think comedians are artists.
We
so,
are
yeah,
artists. That's
yeah.
true.
I'm not much of a writer, but, you know.
Well, yes. That's why you employ very literate dominees to correct all your mistakes.
Yeah. Superior beings. And by superior beings, I mean comedians.
Well, we already covered that one.
I don't even do it.
Well, he is a patron of the US Special Forces, so maybe they see
What?
themselves as superior beings.
Wait. He's the patron saint of special forces.
The US Special
The U.S. Special Forces. Like
specifically.
SEAL Team 6 and shit.
Green Berets?
The Green Berets, right.
Oh, sorry,
okay.
the Green Berets. Yeah.
Yeah, say it right.
I mean, it is an American term, so I should say it Americanly.
No, it's beret, like a hat.
Yeah, beret.
Beret.
Yeah, so English people say beret, and American people say beret.
I don't like any of these.
Like the way
anyways.
you say herbs.
Anyways, the Green Berets are like the Navy SEALs for the Army.
Oh, well, I mean, so competence is clearly...
But I mean, like, they're basically, like, I don't know, like assassins. Like, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
they're-
it's a weird one because, like, yeah, you would associate them with seriousness rather than levity and...
Yeah, he seemed like such a fun-loving guy, not the kind of guy you would, like, drop in to overthrow a government, you know, like in Central America.
But, you know, maybe we need more comedians in the military to motivate people, you know?
What if war was just funnier? What if we just make it more fun? Everybody seems so serious out there.
What if you drop your bombs in the shape of a big willy? That would be,
Yeah, there you go.
you know, lift the mood.
What if instead of, like, an explosion, it just makes a really loud fart noise?
Well, to be fair, as a pacifist, that's the kind of warfare I want.
Yeah, people will be like, you know what? Why are we even fighting? We all laughed at that.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe we're not so different.
Yeah.
You know, let's all come together and decide that.
What a beautiful vision.
Of a big fart bomb. All right. So what are all his patronages then?
So, other than the ones you've already covered, he is a patron of Rome and also of Candida in Italy.
Candida.
I knew you were going to say that.
Canada's not in Italy, and it's north of a.
Listen, this is not a geography podcast. I keep telling you this. I can say what I want. He is the patron of something called the Institute of Christ the King Sovereign Priest.
Okay. Wait, it's got king in it twice? He's a king and a sovereign?
He's a king, a sovereign, and a priest. It's the Institute of Christ the King Sovereign Priest. Also, Christ actually means Messiah, so there's lots of competing...
Which also means king, right?
Repetitiveness in that title, yeah.
Institute of the Liege Christ the King Sovereign.
Yeah, in fact, he's just the patron of synonyms, is what that is.
He did love helping out royalty, so...
That's true. It makes sense that he would be the patron of synonyms for king.
Yeah.
He is a patron of a couple of places in the Philippines that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. A couple of places in Italy, as discussed.
Mm-hmm.
US Special Forces, Institute of the Christ of King, the Sovereign Priest, laughter, joy, comedians, artists, and writers.
Okay.
We covered them all.
That's good. I mean, I like that he's the patron saint of joy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is.
Of all the patronages we have, that's probably the most pleasant.
For sure. Would you say it cancels out the Special Forces as a patronage?
Special Forces feels problematic.
Yeah.
For a man of peace, as he seemed to be, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like he's a guy who's out there mixing it up.
Is there an argument that having like an elite bit of the army that does much more targeted stuff is better in the long run? Because there's less collateral damage?
I don't know, man.
More discipline?
They say, I mean, like, they keep talking about targeted stuff, and then they seem to blow up a lot of weddings, with those, with drones and shit, I don't know. Like, it's just all bad, I think.
True. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think people should be more like Philip and just, be like, hey, let's get together and be cool and forgive each other for past sins and, prevent wars that way. But no, they're like, let's put on a jaunty beret and overthrow a democratically elected government.
So we're saying that this is actually quite an offensive patronage to give to a guy who, seemed to be not really about violence.
I mean, it seems like when he got assigned that one, he'd be like, no.
I don't know if you can opt out because they're always assigned.
Can you get
after you're dead? Especially because presumably that was a much more recently assigned patronage.
Yeah, who got to decide that? The military? Like, does the army get to decide that?
Well, to be fair, like, Catholicism doesn't condemn war. Like, Augustine believed in just war.
Right, just any old war. Yeah, it's...
But yeah, it's a weird one.
I don't like that he has to do that.
Does that mean as well, like, if you want to be in the Special Forces, you have to be Catholic?
See, that's the thing, right? At the very least, I hope that America's murder squads are secular.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, but Anna, do you think that you'd ever have Saint Phillip Neri intercede for you at any time?
If I had a problem that needed being dealt with in a rush, I don't think he would be the guy to go to.
But if you want a good excuse to procrastinate a problem.
Yes, that's true. And that is very me, right?
Yeah. Which is like, I am just savoring this tiny amount of food here. So if you could just give me another couple hours.
Yeah.
Because after the savoring, I'm going to have to take a light nap.
If I was told I had to go on a diet, I would get Philip involved because he seems to find loopholes for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't want to eat olives, but like maybe some other kind of nibble could be thrown in, like, cheese cubes, similar size.
I think that if your fasting regimen is just Italian food, pretty good loophole.
Yeah. In fact, you could say I'm doing the Saint Philip diet.
I think that I have a lot of heartburn issues, so maybe
can relate.
You can help with that.
That's like one thing that I'm not ailed by yet.
Really?
So
Well,
got that to look forward to, I guess, yeah.
You're still young. But yeah, I think the guy with the flaming heart, do you think he was just always like smoke coming out his mouth? I think if people could see my exposed heart, I feel like I'd be like, I need help with this.
Need advice for that situation, yeah.
If anybody could see like any pulsing veins on me at any time, it's like Saint Philip, just go ahead and tag on in there and help with that.
But then would he be much use?
I don't know. I would just need help with anybody at
Yeah.
that point. You should not be able to see that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, and I guess, general comedy stuff,
Sure, yeah.
always helpful.
Well,
Could
yeah,
use-
maybe he can be the one to guide you back to being a comedian again.
To being a stand-up. Yeah,
being
maybe.
a stand-up, yeah.
Somebody to be there to help you punch up jokes,
This is missing a half a beard.
Yeah.
Like shave off.
Hey, you know what kills 100% of the time, huh?
Turn your shirt inside out. There we
Look
go.
at this,
So
it's
any stand-ups listening, if you're having writer's block, Philip's pranks are just there for the taking.
Yeah. Anyways. Well, Annie...
Excuse me?
Anna... I don't know what happened there. Well,
Wow.
It's the end of the episode now, folks. And so I had exactly this much talk in me, and I have no more.
And now we're reverting to being absolutely unable to communicate effectively
Yeah.
at all.
All right, let's wrap this up before
It
just
gets any
turns into
worse.
talking in tongues. Anna, thank you for bringing me the tale of this most joyful saint that we've dealt with, little Pipi Bueno. And we say bye bye Pipi Bueno.
Oh,
bye bye
de nada.
Bueno. But thank you so much for the fun tale of his life
Yeah.
of serious chest injury. And
Finding
not
the
so
funny
serious.
side of, having heartburn. You're welcome. Have a blessed day.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.